everyone, welcome back to Native Podcast. I'm Alish, and I'm so glad you're here with us today because this episode is something really close to our hearts and probably something you've felt before too.
And I'm Oliver. Thanks for being here. Today we're having a very honest and important conversation about comparison, especially the kind that happens quietly in your mind when you're looking at other people and feeling like you're not enough.
Yes, this is something almost everyone goes through, especially in this online world where it feels like everyone is doing better, going faster, and looking happier than you, even when you're trying your best.
And what makes it harder is that comparison doesn't just happen once, it keeps coming back again and again, especially when you're tired, low, or unsure about your life or goals.
I remember there was a time when I kept comparing myself to people who were achieving so much at such a young age. I started to feel like I was already late in life, even though I was just getting started.
I've been there too. Sometimes you open social media just to relax, but after 5 minutes, you're already thinking, why is their life so perfect? Why am I not doing more?
And the worst part is that we don't always realize it's happening. We just start feeling bad, frustrated, or like we've failed without knowing where that feeling is coming from.
Comparison can steal your peace and confidence so quietly that you won't even notice it until one day you feel tired of everything and wonder why you feel so behind.
And most of the time, we're comparing our full story, our struggles, doubts, failures, to someone else's highlight reel, just the good parts they choose to show.
Exactly. We forget that everyone is fighting their own battles. Just because we can't see their problems doesn't mean they don't have any.
I once saw a post from someone who looked so successful online, but later I found out they were going through so much pain in real life. That made me realize how fake comparison can be.
We often compare things that can't even be compared. Your timing is different. Your background is different. Your goals are different, so why are we trying to follow the same clock?
I love that you said that, because timing really matters. Some people bloom early, some bloom late, but everyone has a season, and rushing it just brings stress, not success.
There's a quote I really like. Don't compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. It reminds me that I might just be starting a story that someone else has been writing for years.
Yes, and when we constantly compare, we forget how far we've already come. We forget to celebrate our own small wins because we're too busy watching someone else's big ones.
And sometimes, we don't even want what they have, we just feel like we should want it because everyone else seems to be doing it.
That's so true. I've compared myself to people doing things I'm not even interested in, just because I thought success had to look a certain way.
We need to stop and ask ourselves, is this even my dream, or am I just copying someone else's path without thinking?
And once you stop comparing and start focusing on your own journey, you feel lighter. You begin to notice your own progress, your own voice, and your own pace.
It's not easy, but it's worth trying. One way I try to stop comparison is by writing in my journal what I've achieved this week, even small things like reading a few pages or getting some rest.
That's a great habit. I also remind myself that growth is not always visible. Just because you can't see the change doesn't mean it's not happening inside you.
Sometimes resting is also progress. Healing is also part of moving forward, even if it feels slow and invisible.
And honestly, when we stop comparing and start supporting each other, life feels more peaceful. You can be happy for others and still be proud of yourself.
Yes, you don't lose anything by celebrating someone else's win. In fact, it makes you stronger, not weaker.
So if you're listening right now and you've been comparing your life to others, just take a deep breath and come back to yourself. You're on your own journey, and that's enough.
And you are doing better than you think. Even if your life looks slow or quiet right now, you're still growing, and that growth matters.
Let us remind you, your story is not late, your progress is not small, and your path doesn't need to look like anyone else's.
And if this episode helped you feel a little seen or understood, please leave a comment and tell us what's one thing you're proud of today.
We'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to like, share, and follow Native Podcast if you enjoy real, honest conversations like this one.
Thank you for spending this time with us. Remember, the only person you need to be better than is the person you were yesterday. Take care of yourself, be kind to your progress, and we'll see you in the next episode.